So it's November 12th, and for Disney fans, you know what that means. It is Disney Plus launch day, and it's 3:30 a.m. over here. Just started watching everything that's on there, and I just finished watching one of Disney Plus's original shows, a show that I am so excited about just by watching this first episode. Let's talk The Mandalorian.
Yeah? Good.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So originally, my next video was going to be a review for a Jojo Rabbit and also doing my next review for the following episode for His Dark Materials on HBO. With Disney Plus slowly creeping by, it was finally here, so I had to catch up, but I had to talk about this first. We got to talk about The Mandalorian. This is a really good show for what it looks like to be from the first episode, and I'm probably going to be up the rest of the night. It's 3:30 a.m. like I already said over here, and everything they have to offer on Disney Plus is looking really great. The original content and any of the other things that we're familiar with from Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, it's all looking great. But this show, it's going to be something that I think fans, new fans and old fans, I think they're all going to love it. I think it's something that everyone's going to appreciate. But before I get started, tell me in the comments below, what did you think of the first episode if you happen to watch it already, whether you loved it or hated it, and your reasons why. Love to hear all about it. And also, guys, don't forget to consider subscribing to my channel. I talk about movies and TV shows, and here and there I talk about theme parks in the Orlando area. But in the meantime, let's talk Mandalorian. So the first episode is pretty much an introduction to our character, the Mandalorian, and we're seeing his, I guess you can call it his day-to-day life on what he does, especially in the first episode. He's on a mission to capture somebody, and it feels like Star Wars, but it feels like something new. And this is the thing I'm saying, that fans that are old, newer fans that just got into it when Disney started making the Star Wars films, I think everyone's going to appreciate this because it feels like the old Star Wars films, but it also feels like the current ones, and it's a nice blend of action and just the atmosphere, the wardrobe choices that they use, and that very first scene, it sucks you in. And it's kind of gruesome, to be honest, for Star Wars. I mean, it's nothing R-rated, but it is really intense, especially for what Mandalorian does in the first few minutes. But it pulls you in, and I was ready to see what was going to happen next. And mind you, the episode is only about 40 minutes tops with the credits included. So I was wondering, what do we get in this 40 minutes? So it's mostly just an introduction of our character, and it kind of gives you a glimpse by the last portion of this episode on where it's going to go next. I'll start by saying Pedro Pascal, he's a good choice to play the Mandalorian. Now, we don't see his face, and in my opinion, I hope we don't see his face so we don't lose that bit of mystery about him. And we're told that a Mandalorian is never supposed to take off his helmet, his mask, so it makes perfect sense. And just to keep that illusion, I think that's best that hopefully we never do see his face. But I love Pedro Pascal. I saw him in Narcos first time, and I thought he was a great actor. And his voice really does go with playing the Mandalorian. And the first few minutes, he doesn't really talk as much, but just his presence, that's one of the things that pulls you in at the beginning of the episode. We're also kind of getting glimpses of his past as a child, so you're seeing more of him. You're seeing more dimensions, more layers of this character, because in the Star Wars movies, for Boba Fett or any of the other bounty hunters that we did see, we didn't really get much from them in regards to, you know, the inner layers of themselves, like what was going on inside their head. So it seems that we're going to be getting to know more about this character because he is the central character. He is the title character, and this goes along to the end of the episode. I'm kind of going to fast forward to the end, where this is a spoiler if you haven't already seen the episode, where they encounter a baby Yoda. I don't know if this thing is related to Yoda, but they were about to kill Yoda in that scene, and instead he kills the other bounty hunter, and it kind of feels like it shows that he has a change of heart, or he has something that's consuming him inside, that this isn't right. So it's kind of cool to see that he has a conscience and that he's going to be fighting with this internally. So I think that's where we're going to go with this episode, or this series, I mean. And it's just exciting to see that we're going really deeper into a character like this that we've known for so many years. But overall, this show is really well made. It feels very cinematic. It feels like it belongs with the other Star Wars movies, and that was one thing I was kind of afraid of when I first heard they were making a live-action Star Wars series. And Star Wars, or I guess you could say Disney, or 20th Century Fox for that matter, no company that had Star Wars at the time never made a live action series. So I wasn't sure if this was going to look cheap or not. I mean, I know it's Disney, so they try their best to put in the best quality, but I still wasn't sure how to take it. And I was impressed by the visual effects, just the way that the show's filmed, the editing, the sound. It just feels it's very seamless. It just feels like it could fit in with the other Star Wars movies. But those are just my quick thoughts on this episode. There's not really a concrete storyline we have yet up until the very last scene, but it seems to be going in a direction where we're going to get a really good story going. But I'm excited. I hope you all are too as well. Tell me in the comments below once again, what did you think about this first episode? I cannot wait to see what Disney Plus has planned for us in the future. Thank you guys so much for hearing my thoughts. I hope you tune in next time and subscribe to hear more from me so we can talk movies, TV shows, and more. I'll see you later.